You need it for your workflow?
Yeah.
Oh, you ready to start the show?
Definitely.
Baseline!
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
What do we be agreeing upon when we go,
What you say? What?
Because it's the Porch Podcast, and come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast.
Yeah.
What? Said it's the Porch Podcast, and come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
Porch Podcast, episode 49, which means that we stay on the motherfucking grind.
Damn.
Do it all the time.
Right.
Line for the line.
Right.
Freestyle rhyme. I do it for the climb.
Come on.
Matter of fact, the lime. You put it with the tequila. Sip, sip, sap. I don't care what you hear.
Like that.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Flow with the flow.
Yeah.
I don't really care, because I don't really know.
Nah.
Porch Podcast, do it again.
Come on.
Influential is the illest, like the hair on my chin.
Oh, come on.
Smile. I got the girls with the grin, and
That's
they
right.
love when I come in, and I always win. Know why?
Why? Because it's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Said it's the Porch Podcast. Grab the mic. Said it's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
Hey.
Said it's the Porch Podcast. And
Let's go.
Grabbing the mic like old school, yeah. Pause.
Yeah. Pause. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother.
Be original, baby.
Be original. Pete.
Yes, sir.
49. We do it for the grind.
Yes, we do.
Do it for the line. Do it for the rhyme. What
Yes.
I say? I don't even know.
Hey, man, you still in your freestyle mode, man.
Yeah, I think I'm. You know what's crazy?
What's that?
Don't get mad at me if throughout this show I just start saying bars, because I'm kind of feeling them today.
I ain't gonna get mad at you. I just, could you at least put them in whatever we talking about, like the context?
Oh, yeah, it's gonna make sense. It's gonna
All right.
always flow.
Yeah, as long as it's not like blind bars. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, these are blind bars. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, like out of all of a sudden you just start rapping about anything. I wasn't shit in the classroom, but I was in the bathroom. All that. Like don't. As long as you can, it's in alignment with something. You know what I mean? Anyway, bro. Episode number 49.
Episode 49, and we calling this one The Moment.
The moment, man.
That's spell moment, right? M-O-M-E-N-T, that's moment?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Okay.
You good. Everything's good.
'Cause
Spelling
guess what?
bee.
I wasn't going to take it back if I didn't.
Well, that was just one of those moments we'll have to just deal with how it comes.
Yeah, because it's the Porch Podcast.
That's right.
Do whatever the fuck we want.
Right. So episode number 45, man.
49?
49. I said 45.
Yeah. Like Mom would say, what's in your cup?
Little 45. You know what I mean?
Little 45.
I'm tripping, y'all. Episode number 49. The moment. And it's early effects of the EA. Early effects of the EA. Your EA game's been strong last 3 episodes. At the very least, I know most people probably been looking like, yeah.
Sometimes you
Get
got
ready
to
to get back to the fall. I can tell because they turn up a little bit.
We got a little warm, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, the moment.
The moment.
The moment. Okay. So I
Cameraman, I think we a little slanted. I don't give a fuck. Let's roll.
Adjust your TVs, man. Take your phone, tip it to the side a little bit. You know what I mean? Turn your neck a little bit.
Right.
We still straight.
Yeah, we still.
We still straight. So anyway, look, man, we all have had the moment at some time. You know how we talk about like Leroy, man, and Show Enough, man, and having that glow.
You got that glow.
Exactly.
Your body knows you got that glow.
Get it off, man.
I ain't got no bars for him right now.
Nah, yet. Okay, all right. So, but listen,
I'm listening.
that glow that I'm talking about.
Yeah,
man, that's usually a signal or sign that you're in your moment, man. Mm-hmm. You're in your moment. Give me one, E. I know you got at least one.
What, when I got that glow?
When you had that glow. Now, you told me you told everybody a few episodes back about that time when you did that at one wedding and you kind of had your target person.
Right.
And I think it was the mother of the bride at that point.
Right.
And you was like, I got it. Like, you had your sights.
Yeah.
You went on ahead, did your thing. Next thing you know, you saw her start to mouth the words a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was on.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was that. That was that moment.
Yeah.
That was that moment. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That was that moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So give me one, man.
Last week, I threw the party last week, and it was what was dope about it. It was a 30th with a 70s theme. That's why I had that wig on. It was a 30th with a 70s theme.
So A 30th with a 70s theme?
Yes.
So, all right, okay, so you can do what you want to do, but
Right.
in theory, how would they know about the 70s?
Parents.
Oh, okay. So
just like us. You're
no, but you're right. I still wouldn't know about it unless mom and dad told us. But
right.
I got you. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So the family,
I'm good.
right.
It's a theme. I'm good. All right, so what happened?
However, they
right,
did want 70s music.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, good music.
Yeah.
Good music.
When she told me that, I'm like, oh.
You said this gonna be one.
Oh, this gonna be one. So we rocking and doing all that. But it wasn't until we got into the party that we, first 3 hours.
Okay.
It was a 70s thing, 70s music.
How long did you rock that?
It was 5 hours.
5 hours of it?
Yeah, so the first 3 hours.
Got you.
70s music.
Got you.
Next two. Up to
closing out.
However, she went to Howard University.
Okay.
So I started playing a little go-go music.
Gotta do it.
That's when I kind of
metro area.
I felt like I was in a little glow moment because I shocked myself.
Yeah, you know the beat.
Yeah.
Do
the water dance.
What is going on again, man?
Yeah.
We survived. What was that? 32 when we was talking about fly?
Yeah.
Now what we talking about? Net?
Knick knack, patty whack, he give a dog a bone.
Let me get back to the beat, E.
Oh
yeah, you gone too.
Yeah.
That boom, ba-doo, boo.
Do the water dance.
Boo.
But you know what's crazy?
Boo.
I ain't even play the water dance.
Nah,
I only gave him a few, but it's just the moment. That the way they reacted to it, they was.
And why is it every time that we think about that, man?
What's so funny?
Shout out to Black and P. Lou too, because I got to tell you what comes to mind.
But shout out to my boy DJ Spins, right? Because we got this other group we got. I be in the DJs. It's 6 of us in there, so I sent the video. Had to play a little go-go music, so I was playing a song called "Sexy Lady."
Okay,
right, and that's the song they was singing whatever.
Right.
First thing Spin said, "Did you play water dance?" Because that's the one.
That's the one, eh?
That's the one.
Like, you just did what you wanted to do.
That's what a DJ.
But that's automatic. That's like at a cabaret, man, or either a family reunion. You gotta play the electric slide.
The automatic go-go song is doing the butt though. I played that. That's the automatic. Go-go song. I played that.
Okay, that's in that. But the water dance is damn sure in that lineup.
Yeah, definitely.
In that lineup. You just did what you wanted to do. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. They had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, remember this? Dell State, I don't remember what year it was, homecoming. Dudes pulled up, did some wild shit in one of them dorms.
Yeah.
And the one where my wife was at.
Yeah.
Ran up out of there, pulled off. We ain't think nothing about them. We saw them leave. Just, whatever. They leave. We out there chilling. It looked like half the school was on its way over there.
They said, the first thing they said, them niggas right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was like, nah, they wasn't with them. We was psyched as hell at that.
Listen, it got closer, E. Like, I like how you shrunk the story real fast.
Right.
But what really happened was, first, they were, all right, we were identified as the people, right?
Right.
And then they were getting closer. Now, mind you, we're looking at them like, damn, whoever they getting ready to get, boy, they in trouble.
Yeah, they getting
and then we realize there's no one there but us. You understand what I'm saying? And so, like, we're like, okay. Now, mind you, one of the girls came out of the building, oh, that's not them. Everybody had on their big Bobby socks. At this time, that's how you knew everybody that was from that area. They wore even the fellas, like they wore the big. They had the dopest sneaks though too. Though.
Yeah,
I forget what sneaks is. If Black was here, he would be able to tell you exactly what
they
sneaks
wasn't better than ours.
You know what I mean?
Fuck that. We kept sneaks.
I mean, I don't feel no way about it. Really, I really didn't care. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? They had some nice sneakers. But the point I was going to make in that is I remember us telling that story later. And I don't know who it was, but it was like, we was gonna knock out like the first two. Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It was about 50 people.
Yeah, that was.
It was about 50 people.
That was Lou said.
It's about 50 people. Listen, here's the reality of it. That was L.
Yeah.
That was an L.
That was L. It was 50 against 4.
Unless we all got that Leroy and had that moment.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have had it though.
Nah, I don't think we got the glow that day.
Nah.
Yeah.
The glow came from that lady that came, that girl that came out and said,
that
was the moment.
Yeah, that was the glow. And it's crazy? it was really that day. It was really DC versus New York at the school. That's what it was.
That's what it was.
DC. It was DC
Right.
was against New York.
Right, and just like in.
But you know what's even better? Literally, it literally looked like a 30 on 30. Nobody got shot.
Nah.
Nobody got shot, man.
Nah.
It wasn't even nobody even pulling no weapon out. They just about to fight.
Nah, yeah. That was gonna be, even though it's from DC, that was an A-Town stomp.
Because that was like the late 90s, early 2000s, so either 99 or 2000.
Easily. Mm-hmm. But we were standing out there, leaning up against the cars, and I could just remember, like,
you know what's crazy?
Ain't nobody over here but
that
us.
picture's still floating around. That's the day.
Seen that picture.
That's the day. You leaning on the car.
Word is bond.
I got on
Lou
a yellow
got that thing on his head.
He got his t-shirt on his head. I had on a yellow Echo hoodie.
Big one too.
And Black had a hoodie over with his arm hanging out or something.
Yeah. I'm telling you. That's back since had the Saturn.
Yeah.
The blue joint. Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm
so that was definitely like 99.
There's definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I missed them homecomings though. They was dope.
Right.
Busta Rhymes and all that stuff.
Somebody shot it towards me this year. Asked me, was I coming down? I was like, it's impossible. I had a gig that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It should be fun though. I honestly can't say that I didn't enjoy myself.
Well, I think it was really what we really loved the most. It was the fellowship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, we were younger, so we actually turned around and said, yeah, we staying at the Red Roof. And everybody like, why are you staying at the home too that got built, all these because the liquor store was in the parking lot of the Red Roof. Like that's all that mattered. Like, we got cool. Listen, we would come in the liquor store once a year.
Right.
And the dude, like, my friends, like, he remember us once a year. That's the family.
Yeah. Well, some people would call that sad.
Yeah.
I call that well calculated.
No, but it wasn't sad because of the about the liquor. Nah, we just really showed love. We really came in, was like, hey, boss, listen, we only down here once a year. What's new? Hey, you want to try this? And I tried that, man. That's bullshit. Because guess what? Let's be honest. Most people who drink, they don't try new shit.
No.
They know what they want because alcohol has a price. Alcohol, you know how you want it to make you feel. It's some young people out there that want to be totally shit-faced. It's some people that want a little buzz and just some people want to be able to say take the edge off, but get up the next morning and go to work with no problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's where we at. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of always been there, but sometimes I would overdo it as a young boy because I was just.
I think all of us.
Yeah.
At some point or another, experienced that.
However, the only way we knew we liked new shit is unless they introduced it to us.
Right.
It wasn't until I started DJing in the club all the time. And what's big in the club, used to be big in the club, was you had liquor marketers. And they would come into the club, and they do the same routine. Whatever the name of their brand is,
okay.
They get two pretty girls. They have them put on the T-shirt.
I remember that.
They walk around. They give the DJ a T-shirt and all that type of stuff.
I remember that.
And they would have people try this shot, and it was crazy because they were still selling the shots for $1. Oh, it's $1 shot. Let me try it.
Yeah, they used to put them in them tubes sometimes.
Plastic tubes.
Right.
But the DJ, at times, they would literally come up there sometimes. He'd have a whole little pint, something let you really try it.
You should. Right.
So you drinking, I'm like, I like this.
Yeah. Supposed to get somebody who has control over the crowd.
Right.
I mean, make sure y'all try this,
Yeah.
Like you
because I remember they brung it didn't last, but I remember they brung in Chambord.
I remember that.
I had that one.
I remember that. It's a cool little bottle. Cool little bottle. It looks,
But then I remember, like, when they had that Conjure, that they used to call it the Ludiac.
The Ludiac.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I see 50, he still do, like, Branson cognac parties and all that type. Because alcohol is it's going to always be a market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what else?
Yeah.
Alcohol has a lot of input on moments.
Right. Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of moments with alcohol involved.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you should run out there and do it.
Nah.
But what I am saying is all of them wasn't bad.
Nah.
All of them wasn't bad. I was nice when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Loaded. Fell out on the floor. Loved it.
Listen.
Enjoyed myself.
I wasn't even a Philly fan, and I was nice. Mm-hmm. Lost my voice and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember calling Mom. They won.
Yeah.
My dad got to see his team win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That was my biggest happy part
That was
of
the moment. That was a
the
good moment.
You know, because bro, we done cheered for other teams to win the bowl. You know,
Yeah.
Redskins back in the day, Giants. We watched. You know, what I mean, we wanted them to win. But Dops, our whole entire life, diehard Eagle.
Yeah.
My whole life, I ain't letting this team that won a Super Bowl to that day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. So
the moment.
the moment. Let
We
me tell
lived
you.
in that moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let me tell you about the moment I had, man. You know, we talk about everything, man. You know how we do, bro. And I was kind of talking to you earlier about it. You know, one of the moments. Recently, you know, met with my daughter's principal and one of her teachers.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny, man, because since we're talking about the moment, you ever have one of those situations in your mind, and I know you have because you're human,
Absolutely.
that before you actually get ready to talk to people, you rehearse the situation.
We talked about this before. Yeah.
And we talked about this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And no matter how many times you've said to yourself, you said, you know, I'm going to be different this time.
Yeah, yeah. You could go in there calm.
I'm going to go in there calm. You know what I realized the last 2 days? I had a conversation 2 days ago with the principal about having another meeting 2 days later today.
Right.
And in that time, in that 48-hour window, I had that meeting about 7 times. About 7 times. Right? Since we're talking about the moment. And so all of these things are playing in my mind, right? And what I've learned as I've gotten a little bit older is that you have to put yourself in the company of people that will help you in those moments versus those who will give you fuel. Yeah. Right? You also need to be around people who will allow you to be able to live out that experience in your mind and not have to live it out in reality, right? Needless to say, in my mind, the meeting was just me basing off what I was upset about.
Right.
Just basing it off. Not giving anybody too much room for input. So I tried a little something different. Last night, you know, I'm sitting there talking to the youngest, and I said, yo, before I go in here tomorrow, I need to know if everything I'm going to make this argument about you is what it is. And she's like, well, maybe some of what I told you earlier, that it was like that, but I think it was a reason behind certain things. I said, this is good. We need to have this conversation now.
Right now.
Because I'm going in there, and I don't want to make no crazy-ass argument.
Yeah. Because right now your thoughts are just like...
No,
because she's telling you the part.
Okay, well, we can go with that.
But by the time you got to the school, it was... pulling up.
Let me tell you something.
And then when you got
let me tell you about the moment.
Yes, happened when you got in there.
Right. Let me tell you about the moment. Pulled up to the school, right? Everybody's getting out, got kids getting out, leaving with the parents, school buses leaving and everything.
Yeah.
I pull up. Never met the principal before. I'm scanning. My eyes are scanning, and I glock on one dude, and I say, I bet that's the principal.
Right.
Not because he was doing anything spectacular, principal. Like, he was cool, I guess.
He just looked principal.
He just looked like that's the principal. That's the guy.
Well, you should know what he looked like.
Right, I should.
No, I'm just saying. You knew what principals looked like when he was younger.
It's fine. That's accurate. You're not lying about anything. So it's fine. That's cool. So, it is what it is.
Your child is you.
It's right. Yeah. So, I see him, and I say, that's the guy. So I go up, instead of me just walking inside of the school, I walk over to the people, because you got to walk up to the people that's got paperwork and all. So yeah, I'm here. I got 3:15 meeting with the principal and this teacher. They said, no problem. They said, we walk you in, let them know you here. So he walked in.
So that was the guy that you thought was the principal?
I was talking to some ladies.
Okay.
Guy that they said that he's still out here working, still out here helping. Right. Boom. I get inside, sit down, and I'm waiting. I see all these kids leaving. I'm like, well, where's my child? Yeah. I hope she didn't get on this bus. I told her don't get on the bus to be here, because I'm going to come here and I'm going to talk. So then I see her and I see the teacher, and I come out. I was like, well, they watch them walk in the office now in the schools now. I don't know last time you really been in. Bro, they got locks on locks on locks on locks and shit to get to you on all the doors. Like, you just not getting the kid. Like, a kid gotta, and for you to snatch a kid, now you got, bitch, they gotta cooperate with you.
You gotta have a TurboGrafx 16 or something.
You gotta have, you gotta, yes, you gotta have something on your thing where you can do and unlock all that shit. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, I'm sitting there, I see him taking him, and I'm looking at my mom, and then she's like looking at me kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at her like, and I was like, hold, because I'm cool, but don't make me, she hit me with the shit like, no. I said, okay, all right. So I sat there, and then all of a sudden the principal came in. Hey, Mr. Ray, how you doing? Turned around, seen him. Boom, we go inside. We sit down and go have a conversation. And guess what? It was productive.
Right.
It was productive. Everybody was professional, cordial, civil, whatever words you want to use. And I think really what helped me was the waiting moment, because I'm not a patient person.
No, you're not.
So almost like, making me wait can go one or two ways.
Yeah, you gonna piss me off some more.
It can either
or it can mellow me out.
It can mellow me out because I have time to not get like emotionally invested, or it can piss me clean off.
Money though, you was in that bitch like mom, like Susie talking because your shit was kind of up. And you doing it now, and they was like, "How you doing, Mr. Frank?"
First off, let me tell you what really happened. We went in there, and the way that the table was set up.
First off.
Table.
Where the fuck we get first off from?
You know how that is. Got to tell you from jump. We get inside of this room to have the meeting. And, for all the men out there, when you first meet a man for the first time and you shake his hand, you supposed to look him in his eyes. And break I tell you about breaking his bones and stuff like that. I mean, if that happens, that's, I don't know. I'm not telling you to do that. Mm-hmm. You give a person a handshake, you look them in the eyes. That's just business. We go inside, we sit down. Principal's at one end of the table. I'm at one end of the table. You know what I mean? My mom's sitting on this side. Teacher's sitting on this side. And I just jump right in. I look. Bada, 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 bop, 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 bop. And this is the responsibility of adults. This is what you got to do as the kid. This is what I expect to do. And really, I was on, I was cool. I was in the framework of what I needed to accomplish, but I was proud of myself. Because in my mind, I even told the principal, I said, my wife got a phone call home, and I ain't even going to lie to you, bruh. It upset her.
Yeah.
Which activated me. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, you get
And he was like, nah, I understand.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he was like, nah, I understand.
All you do is
it's
perfect
cool.
shit.
Right, no doubt.
Yeah.
And I was 100 with him. I'm like postman, I was like, when you called and may not been your intent to upset her, but when you did, you activated.
But tell me how you was in your moment. Tell me how you was in your moment.
So I was in my moment because everything that I wanted to go in there and establish, I laid it on so smooth, bro. It really was like, you're absolutely right. This is what we got to do, and this is how we're going to adjust it. And I did well in the moment because I ain't spaz, bro.
Right.
I did well in the moment because I had my child feeling comfortable while I was in there putting forth the effort to give her the best foundation that she needs to be, be supported by all of us.
You basically saying we all on the same team.
Right.
We got to all be on the same team.
That's why it was a moment for me, because ain't nothing like the reassuring feeling when you look at your kid, man, and you talking and you defending, and you look at them and they like my dad, man. Even the principal, no smoke. Even the principal at the end was like, you know what, Mr. Wayne, I gotta keep it real with you, man. I'm thoroughly impressed, man. I'm really amazed. Like, we need more fathers like you, man. You know what I mean? Like, like everything that I know that you and I know how active you was in the schools and how you were with your oldest daughter. Like, I was like, yo, man, I'm just that. I'm that parent, man.
It's good to know.
I'm that one that come. I'm the one
that he's not a P principal.
A P? What are you talking about? Like my principal?
No.
What?
No, powder.
Oh,
it's good to know. Yeah. It's good to know because a powder guy wouldn't have said that.
I don't know. I don't.
You don't know how to recognize?
Nah.
Oh, you gotta learn how to recognize. That's the next thing I gotta teach you about being in your moment, because for you to be a guy who rescues people from it, you gotta know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would hope none of them.
The meter's been low too because it's been cold out.
That's probably the best thing about this season.
Right.
Until.
Yeah.
I would speculate. Don't know. Can't confirm.
Right.
Next week's Thanksgiving.
Right.
Right? Or is it this week? This week. Where am I at?
Yeah.
This week's Thanksgiving.
yeah. Where am I at?
Tripping.
Shit. What do you mean? This week. Thanksgiving was yesterday. What you talking about? One of these days, I don't know. Fucking with you. I think you're right.
You know what though? What I will say is, and since we're talking about Thanksgiving real quick in the powder level situation, you know, holidays sometimes is a little bit challenging.
Yeah.
Because you can slide it in with a lot of ingredients.
Right.
So you got people in there, you know what I mean?
They think they cooking with flour.
Yeah, Uncle such and such in there, he been baking for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
But nobody smells anything in the oven. You go in there, he keep talking about, I keep spilling it.
Shout out to I ain't gonna say his name. My boy said, bitch.
Oh, new week, huh?
He's like,
okay.
he's be like, bitch, my uncle was in, bruh. When you talk, he watched the show. You talking about that powder? Mm-hmm. Bitch, I used to have uncle and nephew. He want something to eat. He be at there, he be cooking the water, dancing, listen to his music. Shit, he start saying,
yeah, bruh. I told you. I done seen some shit. What?
Right.
Like it's nothing, right? And be like, so anyway, man, you standing there. So what you think, P?
Think it's time?
My shit get to twitching. Wait a minute.
Time for me to go.
No, because I'm saying, what's wrong with you? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That don't burn and don't hurt a little bit when they go like that. Nothing. You over there with that shit that they put on funnel cakes, and you all right? That's real.
Ain't that powder sugar?
Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway, man. Back to the situation dealing with the moment, man. We want to talk about moments, man, and we got a company that we deal with, brother, that is able to take care of all the moments, making them all special, man.
All of them.
And without further ado, let's get into who is it, brother?
Look, check it out. Let's get that stress off your plate, all right? Got that big event coming up, and you don't want to have to do all the work. I got a company for you, full-service event company that's going to take care of all of your event planning needs. That's www.fncevents.com. A full-service event planning company. Take all the stress off your head, kick back, and enjoy the party. Once again, that's www.fncevents.com. Head on over there, get that party booked, and get it done. Back to the show.
Yes, sir.
Front and center events.
Front and center events to capture all those moments and make it a great time. Listen, man, you need to give me one, brother. I just gave you one that was big for me. You know, that made me feel good.
Like a real moment that made me feel good.
Real feel good moment.
Feel good moment. Honestly, my feel good moments always deal with when I really truly help somebody.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
I was at my 9 to 5.
Okay.
And this lady was looking for me the other day, trying to get in touch with me, and I had switched departments for a moment because I wear multiple hats at the job. Mm-hmm. So they couldn't get through. Oh, he's in a different department. He was like, well, we're just trying to get in touch with Mr. Rainey. So then when I finally talked to her, she was like, Mr. Rainey, I'm so happy you finally called me. I just need help with this. It's like, you just always just such a nice guy, this and that. So I had to go out to the house. Now at work, I don't really wear the blue. I'm in street clothes.
Got you.
But because she's always been a valued customer and I actually
went and looked out for her.
Went out there, and then I found myself running wire, hooking up remotes, all the old shit I used to do.
Yeah.
But I was in a moment because at the end of the day, she was happy. I just like
and you knew that. You know what, man? You did it out of kindness of your heart.
Because I technically I was supposed to say, you right, let me do this. I'm going to send this guy. Or I said, you know what?
Do it yourself.
I'll be right there.
That's what's up,
I'll be right there, yeah.
Except for a round of applause.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
or laugh at yourself. You know what I mean?
It's that EA all day.
Yeah, man. I think honestly, as we get older, man, what makes moments or defines moments as being worthy of being acknowledged is actually what you do for other people.
Right.
I don't think that, I don't know. I don't keep score. I don't think you keep score. I know you don't. Of the things that you do.
Yeah, I ain't gonna keep score because I ain't gonna keep score how you fuck my mic wire ups. Just because.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it would require me to have to feed into it. And, you don't look hungry, so I ain't gonna feed. I ain't feed.
Like Uncle Patrick
I ain't gonna feed.
I ain't gonna feed. Don't feed, nephew.
So
Don't feed.
You know what I mean? It's one of them things where in the moment is actually what we appreciate more as we get older.
Right.
I think it's like when you think about when you pay a bill, right? The first time when you young adult, you come in and you pay something like a car note or something. It's a moment. It's a proud moment. You feel responsible. You like, yo, I worked. I did what I had to do. But as time goes on, that moment fades.
Right.
And it fades because it becomes part of the norm, the responsibility of what it's supposed to be. So it's no longer a moment anymore.
Right.
And then as time goes on, you start looking for other things that create moments, right? Like when you think about it, when you was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Christmas Eve. You always, envisioned what the moment of your first opening your first gift would be like.
Right.
And then as you became an adult, then you start to envision the moment of what your kids would look like when they was opening. Like, ain't it crazy like how moments always consistently evolve like that, and how they go from one you being on the receiving end to you being on the giving end.
Yeah.
And it's just, to me, it's so much better. And they say it all the time, to give than it is to receive.
Yeah, give. Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling, but those are some of the moments that I cherish now. Like the opportunities to be able to go to my daughter's games. She's dancing, she's in school, I get to enjoy the games and all those type of things. That's a big thing for me. Because I get to be able to be a part of those moments now.
I don't know what the fuck they think so funny about that.
It's cool.
It's all right.
It's a moment for them. You know what I mean? But and it's funny how we keep saying the term moment and stuff like that over and over. But it's funny, ain't it amazing how broad that can be? Like if a person do something that's out of the ordinary, right? And they just tripping, they doing something that just don't seem regular. Somebody look at you and say, "E, what's going on with him?" You can turn around and say, "What?"
Yeah, having a moment, man. So he's having a moment.
He's having a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't it crazy?
What do you think induced that moment? Hey man, it just might be that day he just ain't got time for the bullshit. He trying to laugh at everything.
Like we talk about all the time. Like, did you ever wonder the moment that it kicked off in the PD's mind that I'm never getting a regular job? Okay, I am going to be willing to be a chew toy, or
a piss tree,
or a fire hydrant, or something like that.
Or just a bone where you want to bite the flavor out that.
But we laugh and we make jokes about it. But you know what? That's the difference between a lot of your most successful people in the world.
Right.
I said something the other day on one of my quotes. Quote of the days. I start to do those sometimes now.
Yeah.
And I said that the two most important times in your life is when you're born and when you find out why. Right? Yeah. Those are the two most important times in your life.
So you saying when you? So what you saying is
two
when you born?
Two most important days. They say
when you born and you find out your purpose.
Basically.
Right.
They say the two most important days of your life.
Basically.
Is when you're born and when you find your purpose.
That was that red man.
Right. And that's what goes back to when we talk about, we've said on more than one occasion, when people always talk, like my wife always talk about the dash. She's always talking about the dash. It's not about that. When you look at a tombstone, you see the date of birth and you see the date that they passed, they transition. Yeah. Life is about the dash.
The dash.
So we talk about it all the time, and now she says, "Yeah, babe, but what are we doing with the dash?" Like I will say this.
I'm glad
to
you
anybody.
explained that, because when you said dash, no bullshit, I thought about Mrs. Dash. The first
like
thing
the
I
seasoning.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But guess what though? Mm-hmm. You gotta season your life.
You gotta season your life. That's my man.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
you got Dame Dash.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He lives life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Stacy. You know what I mean? So, but the dash is what matters. Yeah. That's the moment that is big in your life.
It sounds better when you say dash and not hyphen too.
Right.
It sounds better with dash.
You know what I mean? But that's that. I don't know if you ever heard that before, but it's pretty common. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about the date that you were born, but not about the date that you transition, but it's about the dash.
But it's funny too, like not funny, but what I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about how your home is supposed to be your personal oasis.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So if you make that the way you want it to be,
that's right.
Then home is your moment, can be your moment every day. Not saying you wouldn't have other moments out.
Right.
But you know you got that moment.
I agree.
When you at home. Like, she was telling me that the house that Iron Man had on the movie Iron Man.
Okay.
That Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys bought that house. That's their real house now in real life.
The one that Tony Stark was staying in?
In the movie.
Yeah.
That's their real house in real life now in Cali. And the way they showed it, the way Alicia Keys got it set up, it's like her personal oasis with her music and all that shit. It's like, that's what home's supposed to be. Comfortable.
Everybody that I know that lived these like real, how can I say, like laid back, comfortable, stress free, at least on the surface life. Mm-hmm. If you ever go to their homes, man,
it's peaceful.
They'll say, yo, this is what I do in this room. You might have a room and it's just a chair in there and one book, and you be like, damn, this big ass, like this room is crazy. You only got that. You be like, that's all I do in this room, bro. I come here and read that one book in that chair.
But this is when I get my next house,
yeah, I'm
gonna have a cigar room. I'm not saying I'm gonna smoke it every day, but I'm gonna have a cigar room.
You have a designated space for that.
Yeah, because I actually I've been priced out smoke eaters.
Right.
Everything.
Right.
Yeah. To the point where I done been in lounges where you don't smell it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that those are the moments that we look for as we grow, like we get older,
right?
And like with me in my cave, and then some other things that I did, and all those spaces.
You with the cave, me in the studio.
Exactly.
Same thing.
Exactly. So it's like, when you change things and you invest into them, it's about creating that area and creating that moment. And now is the moment for us to get into what we like to get into every week. You know what I mean? And that's that, would you rather? Would you take us on into it, my brother?
Welcome to another episode of Would You Rather.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather, Liffy Lather? Would you rather hang out with Petey? Mm-hmm. Or would you rather hang out with Sweetie? Mm-hmm. Tap, tap, tap in now. Let's go.
Oh, man. I love his intros. Welcome back to another episode, as I say each and every week, of Would You Rather, where I ask E some questions and he tells me if he would rather one thing or the other. Sometimes he elaborates, but he never, ever falls short of some kind of answer. Let's get right into it. Brother man, would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
Man, shut the fuck up. I skip that question.
Would you rather be without elbows?
I'm not answering that.
I
need all mine. Come on, man. Elbows and knees. Shut the fuck up.
Even if you didn't have elbows, you got to at least be able to walk, man.
I need my elbows too, P. Okay. I'm a DJ.
Yeah. You going with the knees.
I ain't going with neither one of them.
Would you rather? Would you rather have shrimp for fingers or screaming nipples?
Screaming nipples, then, man. I could do something about the nipples.
Would you rather have smelly feet or food stuck in your teeth all day?
Feet can't stink, man. I done had to, try to fight with the food, But your feet stink? That's some bullshit.
Right. Too grown for that. Yeah. Would you rather be the world's worst superhero or live the most boring existence ever?
Worst superhero, man. Worst superhero, because superheroes still get the gas.
Would you rather never fart uncontrollably or never find a bathroom when you needed one?
Oh, no, I'm just going to fart. The fart part, yeah. I need the bathroom.
Kind of like the duck.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit that has questions too.
Right? Kind of like the duck question.
Duck question.
Remember about that in the bear?
Yeah.
Would you rather be a giant hamster or a tiny rhino?
I'm gonna be a giant hamster. I ain't trying to be little rhino. How big a little rhino is? Because a rhino already big. What he little? He size like what?
He little, man. He little, probably hamster size. Come on, use basic logic. Damn, if they making the hamster big, he's probably going to be the rhino size, and then the rhino's going to probably be the hamster size. Which one would you do?
See, if I was a little rhino, they might try to kick the shit out of me.
Right,
But they
right.
gonna run from a rhino-sized hamster.
All right, would you rather be rich and ugly or poor and good looking?
I'm already poor and good looking, bitch, so I'm gonna stay that. You know what I mean?
Would you rather save the world and get no credit or let the world go up in flames?
Say the world get no credit. I don't need no credit for that shit. Yeah, but I don't want to watch the world burn. Fuck that. I don't need that type of
Would you
regulation.
rather talk like Batman or Mickey Mouse for the rest of your life?
Batman. You go to the store and get me a turkey and cheese hoagie. Extra mayo. I don't really want that.
Oh, shit. Would you rather spill food on your clothes constantly or trip over the stairs constantly?
Go ahead and let that food, because you can break your fucking ankle tripping up the stairs. See how I mean?
All right, man. Let me see if I don't know. I mean, do I have any more for you? I don't know, man.
Because those are some bullshit ass questions. Fuck, you get it.
We went through a lot of these things.
Yeah, but your
already,
database is kind of ass.
Man. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with my database.
Yeah,
You just
database.
didn't like the questions. They was too hard. They
wasn't hard.
They was too real for you.
They wasn't hard.
You never answered the
best
shit
one-
about the knees and the elbow.
No, I'm not.
Oh, man, I'm going to skip that. Now,
Yeah,
you nigga,
fuck that. Okay, would you rather not have knees or elbows? Since you want to always ask me.
I'd rather not
because-
have elbows.
Nah, I'm a DJ. I need my elbows.
All right, well, you asked me.
Little
Shit.
baby arms and shit.
Now you sitting around this bitch. You can't walk nowhere, DJ. You ain't got no
Roll
knees.
me up to the chair. I ain't say I ain't want no knees. I need my knees too.
Well,
I
then
need.
you ain't
I
doing
need
this
all.
or that.
Elbows or knees. Elbows or knees.
That's what it was.
Yeah, just
That's what we
take my big toe then. I ain't fucking talking about elbows.
That
and
wasn't an option, E. You making it up.
knees.
Okay.
What
well.
that, okay. What? Why I always gotta get the options?
You didn't. You could have just answered the damn question. You didn't have to get the option.
No, you know what I'm saying, we don't never ask you the questions. Here you go with this bullshit. Go on get it, man. Go on get it. Listen, man, we live. Listen, this the moment. This the moment right here where this fucking guy doesn't have the alarm off. Oh man, I love this fucking guy. Yeah, he done killed the whole shit. Look at it. Look at it. Leave it. Tap, tap, tap in. They got back up in. They got back up in. They got in. They got tap, tap, tap in. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't let E fool y'all, man.
Come on and sit down, man.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it look good though. Look good. It came out all right.
I hope it went off.
It probably
Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyway, brother.
Cameraman, get it right, cameraman. Come on now, fucking up. There we go. We gonna roll with this shit.
Hey, listen, man. That was all the questions I had for Would You Rather, brother. Check us out.
Here's a new thing to ask. Would you rather have E ask the questions or P ask the questions?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Maybe.
We're gonna do a second round.
Maybe.
So without that sound, let's get going down. So P,
Yo.
would you rather
Oh, my goodness. I could
drink
only-
clear liquor or
Okay.
dark liquor? Start off like
I would. Now, I'm going to pull an E on this shit, you know. Is it early in the day or is it in the evening?
whatever time you want.
Nah. Excuse me. Because honestly speaking,
you see.
if it's early in the daytime and I got some other things I need to do, it's probably better off for me to go with a lighter liquor.
Yeah.
Only because, you know, I'm probably going, you know, splash of juice or something in it. It's a little bit different.
Early in the day, I always get a chaser.
Right.
Yeah, I'm chasing in
Now,
the
if
daytime.
it's, now, honestly, I'm talking, you know, evening, you know, we done had dinner already and everything like that. Yeah.
Like when I threw the brunch recently, we was drinking the mimosas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that, you know,
Like,
yeah.
that
I
wasn't-
don't give a fuck
and-
what
and-
y'all
and-
say. There ain't no woman drink. That's a drink.
No.
It's a good drink.
Hey, man.
I'm
people
too grown for that shit. You sitting there talking about that.
Weird, man. People weird.
The world is weird,
Man,
ain't it?
people weird, man.
Yeah.
People will make you other than, you know, the actual person you are because you make a decision that's comfortable for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you switched over there later on that night to what? To the white Henny.
Yeah, to the White Henny, yeah.
So, clearly you had that's what I'm saying.
And was doing my fantasy draft.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Right.
like, bruh, like,
Yeah.
you see, we're in alignment with one another on that. You know what I mean?
alignment.
Earlier,
Rhyming,
you know what I mean?
this time.
Had the fire pit go out there where you said I burnt the hole in your
Oh, the
grass.
grass back now. That shit was black to the mother. It was a...
Yeah.
Last night, speaking of which, too. Last night, my Ring camera went off. What the fuck is going on?
So there was a moment.
Yeah, that was a moment. And I looked out there. It was KD. This nigga had a, you know how when you work for the city, you got the reflector jacket on. This nigga was outside with a reflector jacket on. Well, y'all don't know who KD is. That's Killer Dog. That nigga was outside
Yeah,
with it.
talking about Kevin Durant.
He was walking around. It was like 4:17. Walking around to my.
Yeah.
I said, this nigga got a new jacket and everything.
He was sporting. He actually wanted you to see it.
Sporty 140.
Yo ho, let me make E-Joint go off real quick. Yeah, man. You know what though, man? I will say this. You know, I've had a lot of amazing moments in my life.
Right.
Had a lot of funny moments.
Oh, a lot of funny moments.
What's one of the funniest moments, E, that you can recall? I remember one we were together. We laughed so hard that somebody else got slapped.
Lou Rawls. we was not Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls was there.
He was there.
He
was down there on the field.
Lou Rawls had came to Dell State and was actually at the game.
Right.
Some dude was clapping so hard he flipped off the bleacher. And that and we
E, there's no way that you know that's coming.
why we laughed at that type of shit? You know what else? Hey,
What?
can't say the full. I'm not gonna say what type of commercial was.
Okay.
But every night,
Trying to do it.
You know
It
what
was
I'm
the part where
the
it was the part with the
thick-ass-
glasses. Hey, listen, y'all.
yeah, we're not gonna say what kind of commercial was. 'Cause we need the world.
But let me say this, because I ain't going to hell. Because I ain't going to hell. I'm
We used to
unavailable.
be like, all right,
Here's the thing.
we ain't gonna laugh
We
tonight.
say, look,
We ain't
we
gonna
know
laugh.
the shit is coming on. Dude, E, don't laugh, man. Hey, E, we would sit there trying to be serious and shit, right? And all of a sudden you hear. We was assholes, man. I look back at that now. We was pieces of shit during that time.
I gave a bunch of energy, whatever, man, to go back to those days, man. Damn, man,
man.
I'm crying right now. Think about that shit.
E,
Hey, yo,
why?
she used to come up. Yeah,
And no matter, here's the crazy thing.
every night in flip flop. Like one night, I'll be like, "I'm good." Did I hear that right there? And then the next night, you good? You hear me?
The
You
shit
hear
was
this?
so bad. Let me tell you, right? The shit was so
That's
bad.
how-
Even if you closed your eyes during that part, you saw it in your mind and still started laughing.
Cause, bruh, like I said, you'll be quiet.
Horrible.
I'll be quiet one night. I hear that that shit you just did. That right there. Then you be quiet one night. This is what you hear from me. like that old drunk man laugh. She
If
crying.
y'all watching this, man, if y'all watching it, because I'm sitting here thinking about it. This was a real battle for us. We lost. And it made me think about the moment where mom would just say, what, I'm a bust
I'ma
it.
bust it. That was another moment.
Mom would yell out from a whole nother room.
Listen, let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you, because you cut the story.
All right, go
So
ahead.
what happened
Go
was
ahead.
we were
Tell
playing. This was Nintendo.
That's right.
This was Nintendo.
Word.
Me and Pete playing double dribble or maybe Tecmo Bowl or some shit like
Contra.
that. Contra, you know what I mean? Don't let it be something that I might be winning at the moment in. Right? So mama say, all right, it's time to go to bed. Y'all gotta cut that shit off. So Pete like, it was always P. Like, man, we gotta cut it off, man. I won, man. People like, man, fuck that, man. Turn it down a little bit. Turn it down. So we think, because we ain't talking and we quiet, because we got it. We got the game down, but we not talking because we trying to hear her mom. So we sitting there and we playing. You still hear the buzz, and from a distance you hear some shit like this. I'ma bust it.
Mom would say, "I'ma bust it," and we would just be like, "All right,"
Turn the
because
shit.
we know
She'll bust that
that
bitch.
moment was real. That she would really bust that shit. Like, and it was just like, man, you sit back. I wish. Let me tell y'all, just to reiterate that we said this before. Me and E literally started recording us talking like we're doing now.
Right.
I'm telling y'all, we was young, man. We was so little boys,
man.
like,
yeah.
And it's so crazy, like,
yo, we might have been 7 and 11.
So shit like easily,
10,
easily something like that.
Yeah.
And it was amazing, that we would, what, we was a little older, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Now I know why we wasn't, because I had the little Fisher Price radio. I got it for my it wasn't Fisher Price, but I got it for my 7th birthday.
But I think it was shot with the camera.
Oh no. Camera, we was older.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I'm saying
you talking about just
2-finger record.
Then we was definitely that young.
Yeah, he was that young.
Easily.
That's what you said. You said just hit record.
Yeah, all right.
But camera,
Right. Camera was
we was
later.
definitely
a little later.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much. We was probably teenagers, but but
13, 16.
right around there.
Yeah.
No older than that. Honestly, no older than that. And it was hilarious because I think we always knew that we wanted to do this.
Yeah, we did.
I think we just like
We was living in our moments back then.
Yeah, and I don't even know why. Like, it wasn't nothing that nobody was like, y'all should record each other talking. Like,
Nah.
We bugged out off of each other. Right. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, that was a moment, man.
Right.
Damn, that was a moment. I wish I had them tapes, man.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what the hell I was playing them on. I don't even got no. I couldn't.
You
tell
got VCR?
No. No. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. No disrespect. If you still off the VHS,
Yeah.
like Mama said, you still off the VHS.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this though. In my day, I ain't gonna get to that.
I would stop too.
Yeah.
You had some hell of a days.
VHS was
You had
the
some hell of
best.
a days. I would slow down. You know what I mean? Amazing things took place, man. Yeah, but I wish I could get a hold of those tapes, and I wish I had a VCR to play them in, and just reflect on those moments in our life, man.
Yeah.
And I just, oh man, I wish I could show y'all. We wish we could show y'all. And for those who do remember the tapes and stuff back in the day, I know y'all somewhere laughing y'all ass off because we just didn't know. But the Porch Podcast, man, we love this, man. We enjoy doing this, And
it started on the porch.
Literally,
man. Even though we was sitting there, we was saying that, bro. Like what it was is, you gotta remember, our porch
was like home base.
Was the porch.
Yeah.
Like even when we lived in an apartment, we could call that Cat Daddy's porch because he lived in the front.
You talking about yeah, on the other side, yeah.
However, we lived in the building.
Yeah, him or Coleon, but more or less Cat Daddy was right there.
Because we was right in front of his door.
On steps, yeah.
And Coleon, like you said, because we would go on that angle.
Yeah.
However, we was still living in that building because it was still our porch all there. But when we went across the 30, everybody migrated across the street.
It was just it's crazy. Yeah. Even the back.
Yeah.
Even the yard when we had the court. Even the basement.
But I think why we did migrate to the 30 is because Ray, rest in peace, love your Uncle Ron. He used to be like, "Hi, I see y'all out here sitting out there, but this ain't no hangout." He was cool because we was out there.
Yeah.
But he really didn't want. Say somebody wanted to rent something, they ride past and they see a bunch of young brothers sitting on the porch.
Now I understood.
We got it.
We got it.
Yeah.
We understood
I got it then.
Yeah.
So when we got the house, you know what I mean? Mom was like, "Oh yeah, y'all come over here because bitch, ain't nobody buying this house. This ours."
Right.
But
she understood.
That's why we all went across the street because we never said, "Come on, man, we pay you rent and all this shit." We were just like, "Okay, Unc, no problem."
Yeah. Absolutely.
Everybody.
Always very respectful.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So. It was either there or it was either on Westfield. Right. And for the most part. And then we had a little bit of time we was on, on Edgewood. But for the most part, like
Edgewood was much adult life.
Much more adult life. Yeah. But the teen years was definitely a 30.
30.
Definitely, without a question.
30,
And the porch, man, the porch is something that lives in us.
Yeah.
Because we've left those porches and went to multiple different porches since then.
Right.
But it it lives in us.
It's gonna always live in us.
And
I still
think that's why
ride
this is
past
so
it.
easy to do.
I think it's because when you're younger, man, and you're a kid and you don't have all the responsibilities you do that you grow into to be an adult, you freer. See, kids think a lot of things. I just explained this to somebody today. We thrive for consistency, but run the limitation.
That's right.
And what I mean by that is this. When you're dating, right?
Right.
Women want to deal with that man as being consistent.
No doubt.
Right? People want to deal with a person.
Period.
Yeah.
That,
Let me
a
take that back.
person, right.
Yeah.
I was going to say significant
But then when they really like somebody that's only giving them a limited time, they gravitate to that more because they don't know when they're going to have that moment again.
Correct. Right.
So I explained to somebody, a perfect example.
Okay.
You know, McDonald's will always have a Big Mac.
Mm-hmm.
But when if they turn around right now and brung back that steak, egg, and cheese bagel for a limited time, you'll see the line blow because they don't know when it's going to be going again, coming back again. But the Big Mac is always there. But if you take the Big Mac away, they're going to say, how does McDonald's don't have the Big Mac? This is McDonald's.
Yeah.
Even if you never eat it.
Yeah. Well, the limitations, limited access always increases a want.
Right.
Right?
There you go.
So, like when they bring back the McRib, no one cares that most ribs have bones in them until the McRib comes.
Right.
And then everybody
I've never liked the McRib either.
Right.
And I love ribs.
You understand what I'm saying?
But fuck a McRib.
It's when it's not as accessible.
Right.
When things become, that much more that you want. So you got to understand, like, those moments, people, like you said, are more fixated on the reality if they don't know how long it's going to last.
Right.
Than the actual object or the thing. It's more the moment. And people think it's like,
that's why
why is everybody eating that? It ain't that. It's just, bitch, they don't know if it's not going to be there tomorrow.
Right.
Like when that Popeye's chicken sandwich shit happened, you would have act like they didn't make chicken sandwiches anywhere else.
It's the reason why Jordans sell more than Air Force Ones.
Right.
Even though Air Force Ones, even though they can't stay in the store either because they're a plain, clean sneaker.
Right.
Right? Just like a pair of Timbs.
They're universal shoe. You can pretty much wear them a lot.
However, when a Jordan drops,
people
running to get a lottery or I got my Jordan Connect. Because when they sell, when they sell out, they sell out. Yeah. I ain't chasing those sneakers.
I watched a whole series on Netflix called Sneakerheads. It was a show. It was funny.
Oh, that shit was funny.
It was
you seen that too? I'm about to say, that shit was funny as hell.
That was a good show. Older head guys.
Yeah. My boy, I forgot his name. He play on the
joint with my man
Tracy Morgan. Yeah, Cuzzo got the job. Like he always hit the bitch with that shit.
Funny as hell, man.
Funny as shit.
So you got that. But that's what the moment is about. Yeah. The moment is about seizing opportunities that you don't know when they'll come again. And the more that you work to, and I tell people, whenever you can create your moments, right? And you can define it. Like, there's always, like we used to talk about the moment of clarity or things that come full circle and then you can see them and how they develop. We have to embrace and not chase moments.
Right.
So when it presents itself, enjoy it.
Right.
Because there's always going to be more moments to come. It's always going to be other things that transpire and happen. Right. You celebrate a birthday, the next day it's amazing. You watch a person leading up to their birthday. 2 days out, they get on Instagram or they get on Facebook, you know what I mean? Birthday loading.
Yeah.
They hit you with the birthday loading and shit, 48 hours.
Yeah.
Birthday come, they get psyched up. It's my birthday, I do how I want to do. But the very next day, then what happens? That moment is gone.
Gone, yeah. And that's what social media has created.
Right. But the milestone or the blessing of another year of birth, it exists.
I told somebody.
So it's bigger than that. But they create moments based on those things.
But I told everybody, the world has always been like that. I can remember a time we were headed down south to a family reunion.
Okay.
And we had rented a 15-passenger van so we can all ride together.
I remember.
Right? Yeah, you were the driver. Yeah, you drove all the time.
Sprinter.
Yeah.
Nice joint.
Yeah, right? So I said, listen, I'm flying. I don't like being on the road. Absolutely. Made a decision. I'm flying. I'm going to stick because I had a DJ at the reunion.
Has things to do.
I said, I'm going to stick the equipment in the car, in the truck.
Not a problem.
But I'm taking a flight.
See, when you get there.
Found round trip tickets for $80.
We paid more than that in gas.
Right.
Right.
Had a rental car.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
Pop. Come on, man. Get in the van with us, man.
Because you know what it was about?
It was about the moment. He wanted that one moment when we all pulled up together.
It was that moment.
He wanted us to all pull up one together and say, I'm here, baby. Got my whole family with me and shit.
And you know what?
You know what I mean?
And when you think
but
about it,
you know what?
Who were we to really take that from them?
That's why I went. And guess what?
I know.
That was the last road trip we ever took, and Mom was there.
No doubt.
I would have missed that.
You would have missed that. That's what I'm saying.
See what I'm saying?
So it's safe to say that
he predicted the right moment. He
did. But it's safe to say that your moments...
As the leader of the family, I respect that, and that's what he did.
Absolutely. So it's safe to say that your moments, because you don't know when they'll come, how they'll move, that you always have to understand to seize them. Number one, seize the moment.
Seize the moment.
Right?
But you should make a song called Seize the Moment.
But
moment gotta seize.
Importantly...
Elbows and knees. Oh. Alcohol and trees.
No. So when you seize the moment, the main thing that you got to remember out of all of this and what we're discussing this evening is you have more input into it than you think. Right?
Absolutely.
You have more input into it than you think. And what you do with those opportunities, whether it be, like I said, like Thanksgiving and stuff, this past Christmas coming up, and, birthdays and all of these other things that we talk about.
Birthdays was a great day. Now we still drink alcohol not every day. That was bullshit. Trying to get a bar going. That was bullshit.
He was trying, y'all.
Yeah,
he was trying to get a moment
together. I didn't even put
together.
the camera on.
He was trying to get the moment together. But what I was going to say is that just remember at the end of the day that the moments that you share, what is it, are the chapters of our lives.
Right. Whether it's a moment where, like you said, fart uncontrollably, or you're laughing at the glasses.
Yeah.
Just seize it.
Just seize it, man. And enjoy it, man. Recognize your moments, enjoy them, and live them to the absolute fullest.
And I'm enjoying this moment right here.
I've enjoyed every moment of this adventure, every moment of this ride. And listen,
49 episodes in, I've enjoyed every moment.
Absolutely. And I pretty much feel like we at the end of this particular episode.
Oh, we are, sir.
And with that being said, I want to take a moment to say once again, thank you guys each and every week for tuning in, whether it's from Radio Land or whether it's through YouTube. However you have been supporting us, we appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying to do this and we're trying to take it to the next moment, that we can take it to. So, look, man, just keep locking in and rocking out with your boys, man. And we appreciate you. E, what you got for them, baby?
This is the Porch Podcast, episode 49, The Moment. We love y'all.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.